Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to be the first to lend a hand? They're the ones offering help before you even ask, stepping up in every situation. But have you ever stopped to think about what drives them? What makes these individuals always eager to assist others? In this video, we are diving into the fascinating psychology behind those who can't resist helping. You'll discover the roots of their behavior, the impact it has on their lives and relationships, and why it might not always be as selfless as it seems. If you've ever wondered what makes these people tick, or if you're one of them yourself, stay tuned. You're about to gain some real insight into the minds of the always helpful. The intrinsic motivations behind helping. People who always offer help often feel a deep sense of satisfaction from assisting others. This inner reward is a powerful motivator. For instance, a study from the University of Zurich found that helping others triggers the brain's reward center, releasing endorphins and creating a sense of well-being. This is why many people derive genuine joy from acts of kindness, even when no external recognition is given. The simple act of lending a hand can make them feel valued and purposeful. Some individuals are driven by a strong sense of personal responsibility. They believe that their actions can make a tangible difference in the world. For example, volunteers at local community centers often cite a desire to contribute to their neighborhood's well-being as a primary motivation. This sense of responsibility can be deeply rooted in their upbringing or personal experiences. They see helping as a moral duty, not just a choice. This intrinsic motivation can be very strong, pushing them to go above and beyond in their efforts. Others are motivated by the desire to create meaningful connections with others. Helping can be a way to build relationships and foster a sense of community. For example, mentors often form lasting bonds with their mentees. This interpersonal connection can be incredibly rewarding. It provides a sense of belonging and mutual support. People who help others often find that they receive emotional support in return. This mutual exchange can create a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the desire to continue helping. The role of personality traits in helping behavior. Personality traits shape how we interact with the world, and helping behavior is no exception. People who consistently offer help often exhibit certain traits that drive this tendency. For instance, those high in agreeableness tend to be compassionate, kind, and cooperative. They genuinely enjoy making others happy and feel a strong sense of duty to help. Think of the coworker who always volunteers to lend a hand with projects, or the friend who consistently checks in on others. Their actions stem from a deep-seated desire to connect and support. Extroversion also plays a role in helping behavior. Extroverts are energized by social interactions and often thrive on being around people. This trait can translate into a proclivity for helping others, as they enjoy the positive reinforcement that comes from social exchanges. Picture the neighbor who always organizes community events, or the colleague who readily offers to mentor new team members. Their outgoing nature makes them more likely to notice and respond to others' needs. On the other hand, conscientiousness can drive a more structured approach to helping. Individuals high in this trait are organized, responsible, and goal-oriented. They might not always be the first to offer help spontaneously, but when they do, it's often well thought out and effective. Consider the volunteer coordinator who meticulously plans community service events, or the parent who diligently helps with school fundraisers. Their methodical nature ensures that their help is impactful and reliable. Each of these traits, in its own way, contributes to the tendency to offer assistance. The impact of past experiences on helping tendencies. People who are always the first to lend a hand often carry a deep well of past experiences that shape their helping tendencies. These experiences, both positive and negative, act as silent drivers, steering their behavior in ways they might not even consciously realize. For instance, someone who grew up in a family where help was always offered and received without hesitation is likely to mirror that behavior. They've seen firsthand how helping others can strengthen bonds and create a sense of belonging. This is a classic case of observational learning, where past experiences directly influence future actions. Consider a child who saw their parents volunteer at a local food bank every weekend. That child grew up understanding that helping others is not just a choice, but a way of life. This early exposure can lead to a lifelong habit of putting others first. It's not just about the act of helping, but the emotional rewards that come with it. The warmth, appreciation, and sense of purpose they felt as a child are now deeply ingrained. They help because it feels natural, because it's familiar, and because it brings them joy. It's a positive feedback loop, where past experiences create a habit that reinforces itself over time. On the other hand, Some people develop a strong desire to help as a way to cope with past hardships. For example, someone who experienced a natural disaster might feel compelled to help others in similar situations. This is a form of post-traumatic growth, where a negative experience leads to positive changes in attitude and behavior. They've been through something challenging and come out the other side. Now, they want to use that experience to make a difference. It's a way to turn a negative into a positive, to create something good out of something bad. This is not just about helping others, it's about healing oneself. By helping others, they're also helping themselves to process and overcome their past experiences. The social and psychological benefits of being helpful. You see someone struggling with a heavy bag, and without a second thought, you rush to help. This impulse to assist others isn't just about being nice, it's wired into our psychology. Helping others triggers a release of endorphins, our body's natural feel-good chemicals. This is often referred to as the helper's high, a phenomenon where acts of kindness lead to a sense of euphoria and reduced stress. It's like giving yourself a mini workout just by lending a hand. Think about how good you feel after volunteering at a local food bank or helping a neighbor with their groceries. That warm, fuzzy feeling isn't just in your head, it's a real physiological response. Moreover, being helpful fosters a sense of belonging and strengthens social connections. When you help someone, you're not just assisting them, you're building a bridge. This bridge can lead to stronger, more meaningful relationships. Studies have shown that people who engage in regular acts of kindness report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. It's a ripple effect. You help someone, they feel good, and that positivity often comes back to you. For instance, joining a community service group can introduce you to like-minded individuals, expanding your social network and creating a support system. This sense of community is crucial for mental well-being, providing a safety net during tough times. Helping others also boosts self-esteem and gives a sense of purpose. When you see the positive impact of your actions, it reinforces your self-worth. You start to view yourself as capable and compassionate. This is particularly evident in mentorship programs, where mentors often report feeling a renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment. They see the tangible results of their guidance, which can be incredibly rewarding. Additionally, helping others can provide a sense of meaning and direction, especially during times of uncertainty. It shifts the focus from personal problems to something bigger, offering a sense of control and agency. For example, someone going through a tough time might find solace and renewed energy by volunteering at an animal shelter, knowing they're making a difference in the lives of those animals. The potential downsides of always offering help. You might know someone who's always the first to volunteer, the go-to person for any problem. But what happens when this helpfulness becomes a habit? It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's a hidden cost to always being the one who steps up. Over time, people might start taking advantage. They notice that you're always available, always willing to lend a hand. They might begin to expect it, even demand it. You become the default choice for any task, big or small. Remember Sarah from accounting? She's great, always ready to help. But now, she's the one stuck with every last-minute report, every weekend shift. Her colleagues have come to rely on her, but is it fair? It's easy to feel resentful. You start to feel like a doormat, like people are walking all over you. You might find yourself snapping at people, feeling overwhelmed, or even burning out. That's what happened to Alex, the resident tech whiz. He was always fixing computers, setting up new software, helping coworkers with their tech troubles. But after a while, he felt exhausted and unappreciated. He realized that his constant helpfulness was actually enabling others to avoid learning these skills themselves. Then there's the issue of personal growth. When you're always helping others, you might neglect your own needs and goals. You might miss out on opportunities for advancement or personal development. Take Priya, for example. She was always mentoring new team members, but she never had time to develop her own leadership skills. She got stuck in her role, while others moved ahead. It's a tough pill to swallow when you realize that your helpful nature might be holding you back. You know that friend who's always the first to volunteer, the one who seems to have endless energy for others? They're the glue that holds the group together. But ever wonder why they do it? It's not just about being nice. It's often about fulfilling their own needs too. They might gain a sense of purpose, or avoid feeling left out. It's a two-way street, even if it doesn't seem that way at first. Think about the last time someone helped you out of the blue. How did it make you feel? Grateful, right? That's the power of their actions. They're not just helping you, they're creating a ripple effect. A small act of kindness can change someone's day, their outlook, even their life. So, what can we learn from these always helping heroes? First, it's okay to need help too. Second, helping others can be a win-win. And third, maybe it's time we all chip in a little more. After all, we are all in this together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back next week with another deep dive into the fascinating world of psychology. And who knows, you might just learn something new about yourself. See you then.